Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about number 11 Georgia beating number 6 Tennessee 31-17 reaction to keep their playoff hopes alive. I mean, you can't complain about a Tennessee loss because the only thing I have to root for the rest of this season is watching Tennessee lose. That's how pathetic my Kentucky Wildcats are. I just have to root for Tennessee to lose. But yeah, first quarter wasn't looking good for Georgia, man. Started 10-0 Tennessee. Carson Beck was looking like trash. But in the second quarter, is where things turned. It was 10-0 after the first quarter. Georgia outscored them 17-7 in the second quarter, so it's 17-17 at halftime. And then Georgia takes a 24-17 lead after the third quarter. And then they score a touchdown in the fourth quarter, put the game away, 31-17 at being your final score. They didn't score in the second half. Georgia outscores them 14-0 to win this game, improved to 8-2. Good win for Georgia against a good defense, man. Tennessee is a good defense, and they just put up 453 total yards against this team. Picked up 22 first downs, 8 of 14 on third down against a really good Tennessee defense. Averaged 6 yards per play, 106 rushing yards. 347 passing total for 453. Tennessee had one fumble, but only one turnover. Tennessee also did have 9 penalties for 69 yards. Georgia also had 7 for 59 yards. 5 punts from Tennessee, 4 for Georgia, 9 total punts. We got just not a good game from Nico Lamaleva. Carson Beck really outplayed him, man. A really good bounce back performance from Carson Beck this week. He's had a really few rough games, and it started off rough in this one, but good bounce back performance from Carson Beck. I mean, I've kind of shown him a lot when I've recapped Georgia games. But you gotta give credit. He played probably his best game of the year against a really good defense in Tennessee at home. 25 of 40, 347 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions for Carson Beck to keep Georgia's playoff hopes alive. And also had a rushing touchdown, 3 total touchdowns for Carson Beck to keep their playoff hopes on the line. He took care of it. He took care of it when he needed to. Just stepped up in the moment that he needed to. And it's just, you'll never win a game against Georgia if you sack Carson Beck 0 times. There's absolutely no scenario on earth where a team, especially Tennessee, causes no pressure against Carson Beck, no sacks, no interceptions, and still wins the game. There's no scenario where a team gets 0 sacks, no pressure, no interceptions, and you're going to win the football game. Because that gives Carson Beck so much time to throw damn football. And then they didn't. Tennessee's run defense was good, I thought. I mean, Nate Frazier, 19 runs, 68 yards, 3.6 a carry, 1 touchdown. I thought their run defense was good. Carson Beck had 3 runs, 32 yards, 10.7 a carry, 1 touchdown. So 3 total touchdowns for Carson Beck. Receiving, London Humphreys, 3 catches, 63 yards. Dominic Lovett, 3 catches, 59 yards. Oscar Delp, 4 catches, 56 yards, 2 touchdowns. Both touchdowns to Oscar Delp. He has so much potential, man. Everyone made big plays on offense and defense. Oscar Delp has potential for this team. He has potential. Arian Smith, 3 catches, 50 yards. Eurosec, 5 catches, 51 yards. They utilized both tight ends tonight, I thought, did Georgia. Dylan Bell, 2 catches, 12 yards. Lawson Lucky, 1 catch, 23 yards. Nitro Tuggle, 2 catches, 25 yards. Cash Jones and Nate Frazier, each 1 catch for 4 yards. And Georgia improves to 8-2. Just a good performance by Carson Beck. And they utilized all their weapons tonight in this game as well, which helped. And they just dominated this second half, and Georgia now has 8 wins in a row over Tennessee. So Georgia will beat Tennessee, and the Bulldogs, they're in the clubhouse at 6-2 in the league. In the top of the SEC standings, Texas 5-1, Texas A&M 5-1, Georgia 6-2, Tennessee 5-2, Ole Miss and Alabama 4-2. And Georgia closed out with Georgia Tech and UMass. Well, Georgia Tech's a quality team. Yeah, the SEC, it's fucking close, man. But yeah, I like what I saw from the Georgia offense, and I was concerned coming to this game because Tennessee has really good defense, but Georgia, after that first quarter, they really settled in. offensively. From Carson Beck, just Carson Beck making a lot of plays, just spreading the football out to all their weapons, utilizing all of them to improve to 8-2. Tonight, it was really the run offense for Tennessee that did a lot of the damage. Dylan Sampson, 19 runs, 101 yards, 5.3 yards per carry, 1 touchdown for Dylan Sampson. I think he has what, 20-something touchdowns this year? 21, 22. And you just gotta be better. I mean, they just simply weren't good tonight. But when the coach says just gotta be better, what do you gotta be better at? How does one just be better? You have to learn how to win games on the road. Where was the defense? It'd been good most of the year. Where's the defense not? Oh yeah, it disappeared. And Nico just hasn't looked good most this year, man. All that hype. I haven't really seen. He hasn't lived up to the hype, in my opinion. I know Georgia's a solid football team, but they weren't playing good football coming to this game, and Tennessee just got their ass kicked after that first quarter. They got their ass kicked, simple as that. Dylan Sampson's legit. The rest of the team, not really. Nico, or what's the rest of the running? We'll go over the rest of the running game, I guess. Peyton Lewis, 6 runs, 30 yards, 5.0 yards per carry for Peyton Lewis. And he had an idiotic decision on a kickoff return. Just a complete idiotic decision, I thought. But he's going to be a good running back, man. He's going to be a good running back for this team. But yeah, Nico Lama-Leva. 20 of 33, 167 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. I don't know, man. It's just, I know he's a freshman, but he just hasn't lived up to the hype this year. Could he next year? Possibly. But his stats, like the analytics, 4.08 yards per play, negative 0.18 EPA/play, negative 6.84 EPA total, 4.3 ADOT. If Georgia had played press coverage on him in the first half, this would have been an ass kicking. Like, he simply just wasn't good on those analytics. But we'll see. Carson Beck did outplay Nico tonight. You gotta give credit to Carson Beck. Give credit to that Georgia defense for stepping up. Kit Selman, 1 run, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. He had that 1-yard touchdown. He was also the leading receiver, 4 catches, 46 yards. Marcarius White, 6 catches, 45 yards. Brew McCoy, 4 catches, 38 yards. Sampson, 3 catches, 16 yards. Stays, 1 catch, 9 yards. Lewis, 7 yards. And Brazil, the second, 6 yards. And Tennessee drops to 8-2, so I think Georgia should go over them in the next AP poll. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. And Josh Heupel in the press conference, I might turn to the media twice to express his displeasure with the officiating is why you lost, Mr. Heupel. Your team got their ass kicked. Carson Beck kicked your team's ass. Simple as that. Your defense didn't show up. And Nico didn't show up either. The only player I thought showed up on offense was Dylan Sampson and Peyton Lewis. Those 2 players thought showed up. Wasn't the referees. You can't just give the excuse, the referees. The offense didn't play good outside that first quarter, and that your defense shit the bed after the first quarter. But yeah, it's going to be interesting with the playoffs. With the playoffs coming up, coming right around the corner, it's going to be interesting where all these teams are jockeying for position for conference championship. For the conference championships, just trying to make the playoffs. So yeah, that's all to say. Peace.